Really pretty moonflowers this morning. Got a bunch more fixing to open. This one jumped up to the feeder. There he goes. Okay, camera's on.
Alright.
Okay. When I paid to have someone cut it before, you see the biggest oak tree right there? It's kind of in line with this. They just went right in front of that and kind of trimmed some of these others back a little bit, but then just kind of went straight down. Yeah, used to, the association had their their cleanup crews come through and they would trim the road fronts like that. They don't do it anymore. They tell everybody it's our responsibility, but that's how they cut it when they did it.
Alright, so let's go with this then. If that's your validation point, then I gotta cut all this. You're talking about basically like
Right
here. And I shouldn't have to go all the way back to the street. Maybe if I just covered this section right here just enough to get you some space to get it. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it looks like you have to go right between the trees and that big tree. Burn it over a period of time. I don't have to burn it all at one time.
Well, whatever you get in there.
Well, we could, but I figured you probably wouldn't want to spend one day to do this. But see, my lot goes all the way basically to the tree that's between those right there. I put my line further over because they've already destroyed it. They cut trees down the line. And I run that line myself, and I come in there and tell the foreman. I said, you know what? I said, I don't mind people coming in and building homes, but I said, when you start pushing, I mean, they put a whole load of rock, all kind of garbage pushed over. They took a backhoe and pushed that junk over on my lawn. Cut the trees down, rode them over, and there's one way at the back that the concrete truck pushed all the way halfway my lawn back. And I told him, I said, y'all don't have no right to get up there and do that. I said, that's my lawn. Oh, it was just an old empty lot. Nobody does anything with it. I said, it's my lawn. I live right here. And I said, I don't want my trees cut. And I said, I don't want all this debris left on my lawn either.
Oh. Clean that up.
He said, well, we'll clean that up when we clean up the job when they finish the house. I thought to myself, yeah. I said, you'll probably clean up what you want to in this house and leave that on my property. For me to have to do it. But I told him, I said, from now on, I said, I've given you several feet on my property on the side because you've already flattened it all out anyway. You've got junk on it anyway. But I said, don't cross the line. I said, don't go past that line. They were going to cut a driveway from there. I said, you can't do that.
No.
It's easement. I said, that's my easement. And it's other people's easement, not your easement.
Right?
And this is just a construction company building it. They're going to put that place up for sale. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here when you came. Like I said, I'd waited on you since early this morning. I figured you'd come early. You know, I didn't know if you had any other jobs or not.
Oh yeah.
I figured I'd be back before you ever showed up in the post
Yeah.
office.
I figured you would have been here too. That's why I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Did I show up somewhere I'm not supposed to be or something?
No,
What is this?
you were in the right spot.
Alright, so this is what I did take out from up there. That was
So it was hanging over the road.
that was what was hanging up
Yeah.
there.
Over the road. That's
And
the
then-
tree. That's the one that hurt his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Then I had cut some up in here. Basically, I cut like the higher parts,
That's what's out.
but I didn't know anything about these ones being cut. That's where I guess the confusion was.
Yeah, they cut back pretty much as far as they possibly could back this way, they just left the big tree, which is fine, as long as it don't fall over on the street. If it falls over, I guess it can be cut later.
Well, like I said, I don't mind coming back out here.
Well, do you live around here?
Yeah, we live in Acton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're always on this side of town. That's far down.
Well, no, I'm just thinking about the bigger picture. Because there's gonna be a lot. I mean, if you see this pile's already
Yeah.
a chunk, and that was just from up top. But I mean, I could start taking some of this out, and then if it's getting too overwhelming, I would just.
Yeah, well, do whatever you think. I mean, you can start cutting it. I can start dragging some of it around to the other side.
Yeah, I mean, I could cut a little more for sure.
And we'll just see how far back it goes.
Yeah, let's just do it like that.
It's been years since it was cut this way before. And like I said, the last time the limbs got kind of overgrown, I come out here and trim them back myself. I had fixed a rock garden around the cedar tree back over there, and it looks like the flowers that were growing around the rock garden took all the water from the cedar tree, and it's turned brown now, but the ones on the other lot have died years ago.
Yeah, I did take some of them.
Yeah, we took some. That,
Oh, I did have to.
all the blades that we worked on.
Oh, you borrowed a. Well, I've got an electric chainsaw that I use myself. I don't know if you want to fool with it or not, but I don't know how far. I've got I guess about 100-foot drop.
Yeah, 'cause my brother does my chainsaw. It's a whole ordeal. I hope I'm not a camera right
Yeah, you are. I don't know how much you're showing, but
Yeah, right.
I got this area filming.
Right. Yeah.
I figured if you needed jobs, this would be a good way for you to advertise. And you know, you can make sure you give me your full name and your phone number or whatever, and I can add it to the video.
Yeah.
Because I usually post it on Facebook too. So that'll help you get some jobs.
You can edit stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what we're working with on your electric chainsaw. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can do what I can with that, but it ain't gonna get me very far.
Get in the shed to get it.
Hey.
Hello, people.
I'll turn. Well, I brought you back because I wanted you to see how I save my beans, my bean soup, or whatever the dishes that I make. I've got these bowls. They're Rubbermaid with lids. You can freeze in them. And I usually take a couple of those and I start dipping out my soup. Put it in the bowl. I dip out some of the ham to go with it. I have to wipe off the bowl though. You don't want to leave anything on the edge of the bowl like that. Now I know some people will freeze even something like this in a bag, in a freezer bag. I prefer really to put mine in a container like this, a bowl with a lid. And we're probably going to get more than just these two bowls, which will be all right. Like I said, this will give me beans to eat the rest of the week with my other food. So I don't have to cook beans anymore this week. And I did a great big pot of greens the other night. Yeah, I waited till nighttime till it cooled off a little. And that's when I cook. So it's not quite as hot on me to try to cook and make my videos. It's a lot easier to do it at night. And these are still scalding hot. So I can't put them in the refrigerator or the freezer yet. Actually, I'm going to pop the lid sideways on them to let some air get through there. I'm not going to seal them up yet. Let it breathe a little bit. And then when they completely cool down, there's two of them. When they completely cool down, then I'll secure the lids on and I'll stick them in the refrigerator. And like I said, you can put one of them in the freezer if you want to. But we still got another bowl over here to do because I've still got some in the pot. Let's see what I can find to put those in. I got a little bowl, a little Tupperware bowl that I've had for ages. This'll work. Big old slice of ham. So I'm getting 3 good sized bowls of 15 bean soup here. And like I said, you know, if you're 1 or 2 people, you can cook this way. Cook one big item each time you cook. That way you don't have to cook a whole bunch at one time. And again, I'm going to put this over here and let it cool. Move that over. And I'm just going to lay this on top, but I want it to breathe, so I'm not going to secure the lid. You can see how I just laid it on, so there is an opening so it can let out a little bit of steam. And I've still got some beans. I might just put this little bit in this bowl and go ahead and eat them tonight. Because I just sampled it basically before. Yeah, see? I've got 3 containers of beans that I can freeze 2 of them, put one in the refrigerator and eat out of it as I want. I've got this to finish tonight. I'm going to wait and let it cool off though. But like I said, you can fix you some cornbread. You can fix you a pan of biscuits. Any kind of bread you want to eat with your bean soup. I mean, I think garlic bread would be real good to eat with it. Cornbread, dinner rolls, any type of bread that you feel fancy to eat, I think would go great. But you see right there, out of one bag of 15 bean soup, I've got 3 good sized bowls of soup. There's a good, probably 3 servings in there for someone. In each bowl there's about 3 servings. Unless you want a big bowl of soup, then you'll have only 1 or 2 servings. But that's the way I do it. That's how I eat healthy and live by myself and cook for just one person. I freeze a lot of stuff. So later all I have to do is take it out and defrost it, put it with whatever I'm cooking, whatever meal I have that night. I've already got my beans and I've got ham. I could just fix potatoes or a potato salad, fried potatoes.
any type of other vegetable or starch that you'd want to go with these beans. Hey, you could even serve this on a bed of rice if you wanted to. I love red beans served on rice, kidney beans served on rice if they're cooked right. So that's an idea, several ideas that you got. But yeah, if you live alone and you're worried about cooking for yourself, and you want to eat healthy, just cook a big pot like you normally would and freeze part of it. Make you smaller. You don't even have to put them in bowls this big. Get some of these little containers, pint containers like this, and fill. That's a pint. So you would have a pint of 15 bean soup to eat with any meal, or eat it by itself and have bread to go with it. I mean, that's what I do. That's how I survive. I don't throw food away. I don't waste food. I cook it in quantities and then I freeze it. And that way I have basically my own TV dinners, So that's my tip on 15 bean soup. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Have a blessed day or night or morning or whenever you're watching this. I know everybody lives in different time zones. Some people may watch it at 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't know. But you have a blessed rest of your day. Have a blessed week. And I'll see you on my next one. And try it. You'll like it. Bye now. Love y'all. I'm back, y'all. I think our cinnamon rolls are done. Go over here and check them. Yeah, they're getting a golden brown on top. Look at that. I think we can take them out and put our glaze on them. I need just a drop more milk in there because it's not quite as runny as it needs to be. Just a speck. Whoop! Might put too much in there. But plus it sat there for a few minutes, so it was getting hard. So we'll soften it back up. Some of it got a little bit hard on the spoon, so I'm just going to put that right back down in the bowl and mix it up all over again. And get the sugar off of my fingers. But you know, when you're cooking, you got to be willing to get your fingers dirty. You get flour on you, you get oil on you, all kind of stuff on you while you're cooking. It cannot be prevented. They're looking good, y'all. And they smell so good. There you go. I think that's about all the glaze I can get out of this bowl. Again, let me get the sugar off my fingers. Let's see. Can get a dessert saucer. And let's see what's the best one to get those out of the pan with. Oh, maybe a pie server. That might be the same. I really should let them cool. But I'm going to try to get one out without tearing it all to pieces. Oh, it looks so good. Look at that, y'all. It's not in a good light over there. Let's move it over here so you can see better. Look at that. Pumpkin spice cinnamon roll. Let me get a fork. I gotta try it. If I can find a fork. too hot to pick up with my hands. Don't that look good? Y'all take the first bite. It looks scrumptious, y'all. That glaze and that cinnamon and that spice and the butter. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat. Amen. That is winning, y'all. Now, I think for either Halloween or Thanksgiving, I'm going to make the actual pumpkin pie cinnamon rolls. I'm going to make the dough myself, and we're going to make it a little bit different than this. So you'll have to join me for that one. But y'all have another bite. It's real gooey and good. Oh my gosh. Serve them while they're still hot and a cup of coffee. Oh my gosh. That is so good. So good, y'all. Still hot. And that pumpkin pie spice in there gives it just a little bit of something extra other than just cinnamon. And it makes it so good. Y'all take the last bite. Open wide. Go ahead, y'all. Oh my goodness. Another happy dance, y'all. Happy dance. Well, there you go, y'all. Another one of my recipes that's my way. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye now. Love y'all. Well, y'all, I waited till the AC unit quit running. And remember the mums that I bought for $1 a piece? There's one of them. I'm going to put it in this pot right here. And I noticed that this rose bush tried to root. I was going to pull it out and get rid of it. So since it had got a few roots on it, I put it back in there to give it a chance to stay alive, because it was turning brown, so it may not survive. But what I'm going to do is put a mum in here with it for this fall. And I'd show you what I was doing with this one, and then you'll know what I'm going to do with the other pots out there, so you don't have to watch each individual pot as I fix it. You'll be able to watch me do one, and that's how I'm going to do the rest of them. But I'm digging out some of the dirt because I want to put some cardboard and greens, all that kind of stuff down in here for these roots to grow with, because it'll act as a fertilizer to the mums. And it's going to help it hold a little bit of moisture for these mums to grow. But I'm basically going all the way down to the bottom, because I have a bottom hole in this one. I didn't put holes up on the side, you know, to save water in the bottom. So I want to do whatever I can for it to hold a little bit of moisture. I'm going down just as far down in this pot as I can go in the center. To the very bottom if I can. I think that's far enough. Now I got an old cardboard egg carton, and it's going to work great because it'll break down and it'll make soil later. Probably by next summer you won't even know there was cardboard in here, because it'll be nothing but soil when I go back in there and dig it out again. But this is how you can revitalize your pots. I'm going to throw some greens, and these are just green leaves off of my plants. I saved this carton just to do this because I knew it makes the best soil. I've got some leaves off of the lettuce that I had. I've got coffee filters and coffee grounds here where I made coffee about 3 times. I'm going to dump that in there. And I should have my gloves on, but I don't. And now I'm going to come over here and see if I can get this mum out. The few days I've had it home, it's grown really well. That hole was just deep enough now that I can add dirt around it. I'm itching, y'all. I'm just putting that same dirt right back in there. And I'm hoping this mum will come back next year. A lot of times the mums will come back. Sometimes they won't. They're just like any other plant. They're kind of fickle. Just depends on the conditions. Now I want to leave about 1 inch at the top. So when I water it, you know, the water stays in the pot. It don't run out the top. So now if the rose bush dies, I'll just cut it off. Because it's turning brown, I don't know why. I've kept it watered. I just don't know. Yeah, and you might break a little bit of the mum off, but that's okay. And I know the dirt is already wet, but I'm going to water it again just for good measure. So, you see how I did that one. Oh, I got to get over here in this shade and hopefully do it all before the AC unit kicks back on. But yeah, that's the way I'm going to do all the pots out on the property line. I've got 4 more mums. And I've got some plants growing in a couple of them already, like a rose bush I know that's living, so I'm not going to disturb that. But the other 4, if I can get it in 3 or 4 of those pots, that's where I'm going to put it. And then I'll decide what I do with any of the mums that are left over. But yeah, that's what I was doing. I wanted y'all to see that. I think it's going to be pretty there for fall because it will start growing again. And I'm going to come out here and fix my bird bath. I need to put a new pump in it. And I need to put a new pump in the one down there behind the bird bath here. That one back there. Because the pump stopped running in it. Well, here comes the AC. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's not really morning, it's lunchtime, it's noon. But if you watch my mini quiche video, you know I had just a little bit of pastry left. So I'm going to see what I can do with this little bit of pastry that I had left. I had 3 little mini pastries with a few scraps left over. And you know me, I don't waste anything, so we're going to see what we can do with it. I felt like some mini pies today. I'll have them for dinner tonight. You know, not all 3, but I'll have a few pies to eat this week. Or this weekend. And I'm going to roll it out just a tiny bit. Didn't need much, but I wanted it rolled out just a tiny bit. And I'm going to use these little baking dishes. I've got 3 of them. I think it's going to take about 3. I'm just going to spray them with a little bit of olive oil. Take my fingers and make sure the tops and the sides are coated a little bit. So my pastry does not stick to the dish. And you'll probably hear my washing machine going in the background. I'm doing laundry. I had other stuff to do, so I wanted to do this as well, though, so. Now, let's see if we can get these pastries up, because I did put flour down, but see, they come up really good. And I got Lucky Leaf fruit pie filling or topping. And my can got wet, so it got a little rusted in the cabinet. Or under the sink, that is. But it's okay. And we're just going to spoon some of this right in there. Now I'm going to take the rest of this dough and I'm going to make some little tops to go over it. So it'll be, you know, we'll have a top crust and a bottom crust. I could have made 3 more of them if I'd had the pastry dough. But I'll use that other that's in that pan, I mean that can, for something. It's not going to go to waste. I think I even have some more pastry dough in here. I'll take a look because I may use it. And go ahead and make some more of these. Now I'm just going to cut strips and hope I have enough. And I'm just going to lay it right over the top. I've got my oven preheating to 325. Let me see what other kind of dough I've got. Because I might can make 3 more of these. I think I've got more dough. Yeah, I've actually got pie crust here. And I'm probably going to end up with some left. You know what? I think I'm going to wait. Because I might make a whole pie with that instead of breaking it up to do this. And what I'm going to do now is take just a little bit of sugar. And I know usually they put egg wash on this, but for 3 little pies, I'm not going to crack open an egg. And what I'm going to do is just find me a bowl or container. Let me see how much I got in there. It's about half. But what I'm going to do is I'll make some more crust. Later on in this week, and I'll use this fruit pie filling to make another dessert, I think. I do everything at the spur of the moment, y'all. So now I think that's heated to 325, 350. And you notice I did put it in a little cake pan. 3 bowls fit in there with a little bit of room over. So if any of it tries to boil over, it's going to go in the pan and not in my and you know what? I left my frying pan in there. Oh my goodness. That's not good. That is not good at all. I stuck it in there for just to get it out of the way in my video before, and I forgot that I put it in there just to get it out of the way temporarily. Because I was going to wash it and I forgot I put it in the oven. Need to take my garbage out. Now I'm going to leave it in there until the crust gets brown, probably 30 minutes or so, and we'll come back. As soon as it starts getting brown enough, I think it's done, and I'll let you know how long I left it in there. Well, I'm back, y'all, and it's been 15 minutes, and I was cooking it at I think I told you 375 or 350. Actually, you're supposed to put it at 475 for 15 minutes. I'm checking my pies. They're starting to get brown. But after 15 minutes, you turn it back to 325. And then leave your pies in there till they get a golden brown, or as brown as you want them to be before you take them out. And I'll bring you back when mine get browned. Well, we're back, y'all. Got to check my little pies in here. I had turned my oven down to 350, and they've been cooking for 5, 10, about 20 minutes to get them brown. And there you go. I think that's plenty brown enough. I don't want them burnt. But don't you think they turned out real good? I'm going to take these off out of the pan and off of this hot stove and put them right there to cool. Well, I should have showed them. They're too hot to eat right now, so I can't, test them. But there you go. There is my 3 little fruit pies that I made with the leftover dough that I had from my little mini quiches. So I think that was a good thing to do with it. And the good thing about it, these are serving bowls as well. They're little Pyrex dishes that I've used for many years. You not only can bake in them, but you serve in them. So how cute is that? And you can let them cool, put a dab of whipped cream on top, when you get ready to serve. Or you can serve them while they're hot and put a scoop of ice cream on them. So they're good either way. So there you go. There's another idea to do with some leftover pastry dough. And a great way to fix a dessert that's real simple and easy and inexpensive. So with that, I'm going to bid y'all a good day, and I'm going to start on another dessert. Bye now. Love y'all. Well, y'all, my anonymous giver did it again. Look at all these bags of groceries. Cat food, bags of cat food, case of cat food, pork chops, chicken, you name it. But I got bags of cat food in here. I've already put them up. Case of water, cat food. These 2 bags were just sent. I got a whole case of Gatorade power drink. So, I don't know. I'm truly blessed with this anonymous giver. Cake, cookies, what are they called? Peanut butter fudge no-bake cookies. And a piece of chocolate cake. So thank you so much, anonymous giver. I appreciate it so much. And this is hot. This is, looks like mashed potatoes. And I just ate lunch, so, but she sent a whole fried chicken right here. So, I'll have more chicken for dinner tonight, I guess. Orange juice. No, fruit punch. I'm sorry. But anyway, thank you so much, anonymous subscriber. I appreciate it so much. You don't know how much this helps out. You know, so I don't have to buy so much cat food for these 2 adopted cats that come around here and just adopted me. I never would have been able to feed them all this time without your help, that's for sure. And some of the other subscribers had sent food for the cats here quite a while ago, but they don't do that anymore. But yeah, I really appreciate this so much. I got cube steak. I think that's what, yeah, cube steak delivered. So I appreciate that. Thanks again, anonymous subscriber. I am truly blessed by having a friend like you. Well, I think our quiche has been in there cooking for about 40 minutes. So I'm going to take it out and see what's going on here. It's brown good, so I think that's done. But look how good those look. Oh my goodness. And you can see I spilled some and it's kind of burnt to the top, but that's okay. It'll come off. We're not going to eat that anyway. And I'll get it off of the but they gotta cool, y'all. They gotta cool, and then we'll come back for a taste test, I guess, in just a minute. But we gotta let them cool first. Let's see. But don't they look good? Oh my goodness, don't they look good? We'll be right back with a taste test. To ensure that your onions and your peppers all get cooked inside of your patty, put your patties back in your tomato sauce. Simmer it on low until you think that your onions and your potatoes and your peppers are completely done. Then you serve. Hi everybody. We're going to be making today what I call a cookies and cream cake. And it's just something I invented myself. I took a ordinary plain white cake mix one day. I decided I wanted a chocolate cake, so guess what I did? I'm going to show you what I did. I took my white cake mix. See if I can get it open here. I dumped it in my bowl. I had some cocoa powder left where I had not used it. And there's probably, let me see. There's probably about a half a cup in there, or 3/4 cup, something like that. I'm just going to dump that right in there. Use it up. I'm going to stir it up a little bit, mix up that cocoa with the white cake. You can even add more chocolate cocoa powder if you want. Okay, now we're going to add 3 eggs, and I use the whole egg, not just the white. Oh, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 while we're doing this. Drop the eggshell down in there, y'all. Now we're going to add 1/3 cup of oil. We're going to add 3/4 cup of water plus 2 tablespoons right in there. We're going to beat it up a little bit. Doesn't have to beat up much. Take it over here so I can get these beaters in the sink without traipsing it all over the kitchen. Now, that was easy enough, right? We're going to grease down our pan, and I'm going to use just some buttered flavored cooking oil. I'm breathing the oil, y'all. Get this out of the way. And we're just going to put it right in our pan. I'm using a bundt pan. You know me, I always get my fingers in it. That's gonna be good, y'all. And like I said, make sure your oven is at 350. And then we're gonna put this in there for about, we'll say 36 minutes or so, until when you put a toothpick in it, it comes out and it's not, nothing sticks to the toothpick. So there, that's 350 degrees. I've got some toppings here I'm gonna put on it. I've got cream cheese topping already made, and I'm gonna use it up on there. Let's see. And this cream cheese icing consists of 1 cup of confectionery sugar, just white confectionery sugar, and 1 8-ounce package of softened cream cheese, and just a couple of tablespoons of water, and that's it. You can put like maybe a teaspoon of vanilla in there if you want, which I did that, but you don't have to. But we're going to let that cook or bake for about 36 minutes, and then we'll be back. And I'll show you what else we'll do with our cookies and cream cake. Well, we're back, y'all. Got to check my little pies in here. I had turned my oven down to 350, and they've been cooking for about 20 minutes to get them brown. And there you go. I think that's plenty brown enough. I don't want them burnt. But don't you think they turned out real good? I'm going to take these off out of the pan and off of this hot stove and put them right there to cool. Well, I should have showed them. They're too hot to eat right now, so I can't, test them. But there you go. There is my 3 little fruit pies that I made with the leftover dough that I had from my little mini quiches. So I think that was a good thing to do with it. And the good thing about it, these are serving bowls as well. They're little Pyrex dishes that I've used for many years. You not only can bake in them, but you serve in them. So how cute is that? And you can let them cool, put a dab of whipped cream on top, when you get ready to serve. Or you can serve them while they're hot and put a scoop of ice cream on them. So they're good either way. So there you go. There's another idea to do with some leftover pastry dough. And a great way to fix a dessert that's real simple and easy and inexpensive. So with that, I'm going to bid y'all a good day, and I'm going to start on another dessert. Bye now. Love y'all.